right, good morning.
Good morning.
Monday morning, we're back with Owen and Joe. Good to have you with us still, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
How was your weekend?
It's wonderful.
Mine was good too.
All right.
Thanks for asking.
All right, and I hope everybody at home had a good weekend and as well and is healthy. And we are looking forward to getting back to a week of brief Bible study each day. We're still in 1 John and chapter 3, and this morning I think we're going to read verses 21 and 22.
Sounds good.
All right, and then we'll ask our usual questions, and you can follow along at home. So, 1 John chapter 3, verses 21 and 22.
Ready? Dear friends, if our hearts do not condemn us, we have confidence before God.
And receive from him anything we ask, because we obey his commands and do what pleases him.
All right. Anybody remember our context from last week?
Last week we discovered that God is greater than our hearts,
Right. Yep.
that we shouldn't be led by our feelings of not being good enough, but rely on God to make our path known and navigable.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. Awesome. We can be up and down,
Sure.
zigging and zagging, but God is steady and consistent, and so we trust in him and not ourselves. Thanks, Joe. And so what is important in our text today? Anything jump out at you? Any significant details?
Well, we can receive anything from God. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, that does sound good. Anything we ask for.
Yeah.
You want anything, Joe?
Coronavirus to go away. That'd be nice.
That would be nice. So we've been asking for that. Does that bring up a conundrum?
Yes. If we can ask for anything, then
Then
Why-
Why not
why
it
not?
be power or more wishes? 'Cause-
That-
well, we already have all the wishes, don't we?
Well, yeah, but nobody
What
wants to
limits
ride
do we have?
anymore.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
what's going on? We've got a bit of a dilemma here, don't we? We have confidence before God and receive from him anything we ask. You mentioned, Joe, you've been asking for the end of the coronavirus
Sure.
scourge.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't it happen then?
Because God knows best.
That is true,
Mhm.
and we have to be careful to understand what our author is trying to say, what the big idea is here, and not interpret it incorrectly, perhaps in a way that might be tantalizing for us, as Owen, you suggested in a rub the lamp and the genie does what we want kind of way. That's not our relationship with God, is it? Yes, we have everything that we ask, but why? Verse 22 goes on.
Because we obey his commands and do what pleases him.
Yeah. So it turns out it's not about our plan, our wishes, our designs, and our will,
Desires.
right?
Yep.
It's about aligning all those things with God's wishes, God's plan, God's desires, God's will.
Mhm.
Getting with his program rather than expecting him to get with ours.
Mm.
Don't you think?
Sure.
Know what our author is getting at here?
Yeah.
So when we ask for something, well, great. God invites us to do so. He loves us as his children, wants us to ask him for things, but he wants us to want what he wants.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's a big idea, isn't it?
sure.
So how do we apply that to our lives today?
Owen?
Well, I think you said it, Dad. Want what God wants. Just like John has been talking about, is to be more like God,
Mm-hmm.
to be on the path of God.
So how can we, because I agree with you completely, how can we want what God wants?
Well, for starters, Dad, you could read the Bible.
Yeah, that's, I don't know why you made that like I was doing something wrong, but I think your answer is correct. This is what he wants us to know. He's given us his word. He's seen to it that we have his word to explain to us what he wants pretty clearly. So studying his word is and people at home are obviously doing that as well. So good for you. That's fantastic, and we're trying to do that as best we're able as well. And that's good. This is his revealed will. So that's how we can apply it. Well done, Owen. Thank you, Joe. Any last thoughts before we conclude for the day?
Nope.
Buzzkill.
I don't want to cut you off. Wouldn't want to be accused of that. All right. Well, thanks for being with us. We'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow for our next brief Bible study. And I think Bia is going to push the red button. Here we go.